Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We're expecting a full house this afternoon. We've got an anticipated clash here, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Gamecocks will kick this deep to begin the game. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Cardinals offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And here comes that star wide receiver. He's got the bounce, the aura. He walks on the field with some swag saying, I'm the man, and I know it.
Well, he certainly does, and you know what? He probably should. It's founded in all the hard work that he puts in, the dedication in the summertime during practice. You can see some of the defensive backs watch him as he warms up, studying him, because they know it's going to be a long day trying to deal with this receiver.
Breaking free at the 35. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And the ball to the ground. Fumble recovered by the defense, going the other way.
Boy, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Ball handed off. Fights off a defender. Brought down after a solid run by the senior. And the Gamecocks come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. And now they'll run it on the draw. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. 3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Makes a quick grab. And they pick up the first down. Tackle at the 25. The Gamecocks are on the move here.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. Important 2nd down play coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. This time it's complete. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the Gamecocks come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
Extra point try coming now. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Turner trying to create good field position. And he's brought down at the 16, would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Trying to find room. It's Brown.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability.
The ball is picked off. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Jacobs. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Scanning the field. It's Sellers. Makes the catch. Can he get in? That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Quarterback drops back. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, South Carolina. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? It's a sack. They trap him inside the 5.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back. Make it tougher on the quarterback, make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
The Cardinals will line up to boot it away. It's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and boot it away. And he's able to get the boot away. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here? Or will the defense come up with a stop?
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
The Gamecocks come up to the line in a hurry-up. To throw, it's Sellers. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. They call the draw play here. Moves the ball to the 35. Another first down. And it's South Carolina in the lead here. And as we reach the end of one, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial second quarter beginning right now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. And here's the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Caught over the middle. It's Sanders. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. The offense going with the hurry up. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete. They've converted both 3rd down attempts on the drive so far, but now it's 3rd and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. They bring it down, but the game sets up the offense. 1st and goal from the 10.
Boy, how about the read here by this quarterback to find his open man and keep this drive moving. Great conversion. And when you're in the red zone, you got to think about getting a touchdown. You want to come away with 6 points, and now they've got a shot to get it.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down that time. 2nd down and goal. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's swarmed by the defense. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry up. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Very near the goal line. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. And this one is right through. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Shuck. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Bringing it back, it's Brown. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Grab down the middle. It's Simon. And he's tackled after the catch. 3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Great cut. They whiff on him. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
And the Gamecocks will have 1st and 10 here. And he drops back in the gun. Running out of time in the pocket. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. That's a quick grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
The offense will take their first time out of the half. We'll talk strategy here. That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
First and goal now, a chance to claim even more momentum before the halftime break. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Trying to get the throw off. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. And they will try out the field goal team here. He was on target with his first try. This is a chip shot from 24 yards. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. The shotgun handoff here. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Shuck. The pass is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? Past the 10. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return begins inside the 10. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
And the Cardinals will kick it off to begin the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first-half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third. Tackle way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. Second and long now from their own 10. Back to throw. It's Sellers. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And he'll set up to throw. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down. The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. Eludes a tackle. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll ride the back again here. Runs through the defender. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. And now from the pistol formation. And the single back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing. Going to be easy here. Backed up a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. It's an out route. The catch made. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36. A new set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. A gain of 2 yards. And now it's 2nd down and 8. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So a tough 3rd and long on the 10th play of the drive. Back to throw. It's Sellers. The pocket breaking down. There's no one to throw to there on 3rd down. And now it's a 4th down coming up. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. Field goal try, no good. He missed it. A misfire there, but this has been a thoroughly dominating performance.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Play action here on 1st down. Catch made on the left side. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Makes the ground. It's Lacy. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
The Cardinals are in the red zone. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Lacy. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. He's got it right near the end zone. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Tough running to avoid a loss that just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Second and goal for the offense. Hebe decides to keep it here. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And now here comes the point after attempt. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Bennett. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. That completion makes it second and medium. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Looking to throw. It's Sellers. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. And they'll kick it away here. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter. And it's South Carolina in the lead here. They got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's review how we got here. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's got his man open downfield. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. And the quarterback dropping back. Makes a quick catch. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Second down after that completion. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught near the sticks. It's Lacy. And the gain just good enough for a first down. And the Cardinals come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. He's running out of time here. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Looking for 6. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville.
Well, that's a fun all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Point after, up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36.
Well, I'd love to see this late in a game like this with the lead. Get aggressive. Go for it here on 3rd down through the air. Quarterback delivers to his receiver. Comes down with a nice completion and a first down, and they keep that clock moving.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. A run to the left, trying to find Pater. And he's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Urgency here, got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. This will be a very short chip shot from 22 yards out. He knocks this one right through, and they add to their lead.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
extending the lead with a field goal. They'll kick it off now, trying to make the offense go a long way to win it. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. And now they'll just clock it to freeze the time. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to pass. It's Shough. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Catch made for a big gain, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. Touchdown, Cardinals. It was a foot race, and he won it.
Well, you know, this touchdown, it actually gives them a chance now that they're down 10. Really critical. You pull out the two-point play. You got to hit it to make it a one-possession game.
So the touchdown was big, but they need this two-point conversion to make it a one-score game. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He'll get into the end zone. The two-point try draws them within 8 points, a one-score game. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the Hams team able to recover the football. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And it's a kneel down.